It was really fun, and it led to being asked back by the team. Tonight, this afternoon, I'm proud to say that since that moment, I've not been afraid to be truly me and who I was, and to stand up and get on that chair and take the biggest risk and chance of my life. I've now performed at 1,008 sporting events in 4 countries, in 35 states, and 6 provinces around the world in front of 10 million people, and only 7 hospital visits. And it started for me when I was in high school, and you guys as graduates know the story, but it starts for you here right now, and not being afraid to get up on whatever that chair in your life you decide to get up on, and take a chance. About a year ago, I was flying to a game in Kansas City. I was sitting beside this businessman. Sometimes you get on a plane, and I just didn't really want to talk. He starts chopping away, asking me what I do for a living. Oh, here we go. Poor bugger. So I looked at him, and I said, I'm in the smile business. He looked at me, and he smiled. He said, really? I said, yeah, really. I was like, oh, here we go. And he goes, you know what? I was actually at the game last night that you performed at. I was like, uh-oh, what did I do? He said, my son and my family had one of the best times they've ever had. He made an incredible impact on my son. I thought, wow, maybe I was making a difference. Maybe people clapping and cheering and expressing themselves at sporting events is my way of making a difference. And then, here we go. A few months ago, I got an email from a student at Carleton North. They wrote me the most beautiful email note I've ever received in my life. One of your graduates. Thanking me for coming here last year to speak at a difficult time, to show up and show that you care, really, because they were going through a hard time. And me dancing and being silly and having fun and sharing the best of what I know, that's all I want to do. I don't know it all, guys, but I know a few things, and you got to get up on that chair. And I realized at that moment, when I got that email, I was sitting at the Vancouver airport on a 43-day road trip. I was exhausted. All I wanted to do was get home. And that young student sitting in your audience tonight had the courage to write me an email that will change the way I think and look at life for the rest of my life. Because yeah, you know what? I have made a difference. I really have. And I'll be forever grateful. Because those 4:30 a.m. wake-up calls, those long plane rides, those countless hotels by yourself, that email made it all worthwhile. Even more worthwhile to stand before all of the graduates today, which symbolizes the type of young adults you all are. So the question I ask, and you need to ask yourself is, what does making a difference mean for you? I bet it doesn't mean the same thing it does for me, or the person next to you. And you know what? That's a good thing, because our needs, our wants, and our desires are all different. Maybe it means you want to volunteer with the elderly, become a legal aid lawyer, save the forest and work in forestry in New Brunswick, becoming the best car repairman possible, getting a teacher's degree, coming back here and teaching and making a difference, traveling the world and writing, whatever it might be, is for up to you to decide. And the best part is, it can be anything. My challenge to you is to really think about it for a few moments. And before you take off on your summer, I suggest you get together with a group of friends and write down what your purpose and what your making difference is in your life and share it. Because you'll be amazed at what will happen in 3, 10, 5, 15, 20 years when you look at that piece of paper and you share that moment that you had with your fellow graduates. And one thing I urge you, it's not to be afraid to take a chance. This is not going to be the easiest ride of your life. Of course it's not. I can't tell you how many times I've been rejected, not just by women. Whatever. But I can tell you this. The amount of no's, the amount of hard times, the amount of ups and downs of trying to figure out what I want to do with my life, what I'm meant to do, is all worthwhile when I can stand in front of you today and look at you because you did it. And now, it's your time. It's your time. So, just because it might not, by the way, be what your parents or society thinks, it's what you think and what you want. So keep taking chances. Keep taking chances. And you can truly accomplish whatever it is you want in your life. And make difference in ways that you see fit. I'm the perfect example of that, and it's the most un-Canadian statement I can make. Don't be afraid to keep taking chances, and be proud. I created one of the crazier careers in history, all because one night I took a chance. If anyone tells you differently, by the way, along the road, have them call me and I'll set them straight. And so, to Dallas Fowler, the graduating committee, who said you didn't think you'd have a chance to get me here, there's no chance in the world I'd be anywhere else. So Luke Shaw, Phil Davis, the administration, for having me the last 2 times, it's meant the world to me. Jamie Allison for calling me 2 years ago to say, hey, you want to come speak at my high school? I'm like, I live in California, it's pretty far. He goes, it'll be good. It wasn't good, it was great. So, I'm going to end on something else, but the last words I want to say to you are this. From this day forward, it's on you guys. Your parents, I will say this to you. A big round of applause to all the parents in here from the grads who have raised these fine young adults. You did an amazing job of raising these fine young adults. Give them a big round of applause. I would also like to thank McCain for looking after me to be here today. It meant a lot. So, from this day forward, don't squander this amazing chance to live a full, rich life. Make Carleton North High School proud to count you as an alumni. I leave you with a challenge. What will you put on that paper, and how will you, graduates, make a difference? Thank you.